Welcome everyone to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast, Art Edition. This is actually a art critique, portfolio critique edition. So let's have some fun. Let's start it right now. Yes, here we go. This person here is the person we're going to review today is captaindavvydanger. That is his Instagram handle, and it is David Gentry. This individual is a comic book sort of artist, writer, and it says filmmaker here as well. So looks like he's multi-talented, which is great. Yeah, let's get into it. So, just looking at some of his stuff, this individual has like over 190 posts on his page. So we're going to try to get through as many as we can as quickly as we can. I'm just going to look at the first one here, which I usually assume is like the latest one. Here we've got like a very good, clean, very well-defined image. Yeah, it's okay. You know what? It's a woman. Okay, I did not know that actually from the initial that angle, that drawing. I actually thought that was a like a teen or younger boy, but you know that's okay. Sometimes you need the rest for context. That's actually not bad. You know, to be honest. Yeah, see that. That's much better. That actually gives some more you know, context to the drawing. Not a bad pose. Again, what I always do and what I always say is try to, you know, draw from life, man. Like that is the best, you know, the best thing ever. You can't really go wrong with that. Let's see if I can get a nice sort of. I think it's going to be pretty impossible to get a perfect, you know, view of everything here. But yeah, so yeah, that, you know, again, drawing from life would really help. And you know, here he's drawing some like a monster of some sort. Again, you know, very well laid out. You know, drawing from life even helps to draw creatures like this because you know you're really able to understand, you know, surfaces, like textures, tones, and things like that. But he's got a good sketch going on there. That's not bad. You know, yeah, that's. You know, that looks pretty cool. Yeah, you know, he's sketched it out quite a bit there. That's excellent. He's got, you know, good. Again, he's got good instincts in terms of like, you know, sketching things out first. Yeah. So this looks like a drawing for possibly a cover. Graphic novel series by David Gentry. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking like a cover, a promo piece, something like that. You know, now the one thing that you know is difficult for me to like. I don't know what's going on here. It's very difficult to figure out. Okay, yeah, now I get it. Okay, the hand is here. Okay, the torso, right. Okay, so this definitely he would benefit from you know, like life drawing and stuff like that. Black spotting also is very important, and I think for this piece it's a little difficult to discern, primarily because he's got a lot of the same inking style and thickness. Like everything seems the same, and in order to, you know, define some of these parts, and especially the hand, you know, one must understand the real workings of a hand, and you know this really is throwing me in terms of like the depth and stuff. So yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to see. And then the torso is like extremely, you know, thin here. So it's definitely something that needs to be worked on in terms of, you know, real body proportions and stuff like that. So that's what I would suggest for that, for sure. You know, it took me years and years to do my graphic novel. I perpetually, reworked stuff. Like, that's very well defined. This, I'm not sure what that is exactly. Like, it could be stuff dripping off of a cliff. That's clearly a mouth. I'm not sure what this is, though. So again, it's very you really have to define what's going on. Make it easy for people to understand, like right away. This piece is very, very good, very clean. It's dead easy. It's one subject. So it's hard to miss, but again, it's very well done. Very good inking style there. The feathering could be better, I think I might do an actual inking tutorial on my site, and sort of show people, because while the idea is correct, the inking actually isn't, because you don't go from solid black to line. You gradually, it's a feather line, so it's a thick, thin line. Maybe using a brush would be a lot better, but this is a really very good piece, very strong, very bold. I really like it. I really enjoy it. The color choices are great. I would have maybe gone with something cooler in the background. Cool colors recede, and he's got sort of a warm combination going on here. So the hat is actually a cool color, and it kind of pops a little bit more. So there's that. There's a lot of pieces here. Man, I could critique one forever, and that's not a bad thing. It's just there's so little time, right? We're already at 7 minutes. Nice dinosaur skull. I get the concept too. It's fairly well defined. This this piece, man, this guy's mega jacked. So there's some over jacked muscles in there. But that's okay. It's a style thing, But again, I would go in, do some more life drawing. This is kind of a cool piece. Again, he's using some really nice, really nice feather lines in there. These are a little more successful than that other one. And he's got some cross hatching in there. That's really good too. These portraits are pretty good. His art reminds me of a comic book artist by the name of Tom Rainey. So, David, if you have a chance, look up Tom Rainey. Your art is very much like his, and that's a good thing. Again, it's a good thing. I like it. You've got some good sketches going on. That's excellent. This is That's a nice piece, nice and dynamic. I really can tell what's going on there. I think this could be a little more dynamic in terms of where this sort of ball thing or bolo thing is sort of off from the center. So if you had it more in the middle here, so that this little, I guess, spigot was in line with the rest of the sort of cable or whatever, it would work much better. You got to take little details like that really mean a lot. That's really important. And again, life drawing needs to be sort of you're doing a lot of comic booky stuff. Life drawing is essential. That's a total sort of McFarlane rip from I don't know, one of the billions of times that Spider-Man cover, I think #1 has been ripped. So that looks very much like that. He's got some other, there's some other nice sort of black and white dynamic work. Always try to find, no matter what your style is, like your style will find you. And it's not like, a lot of people go like, oh, well, that's just my style. It's like, yeah, okay, that your style is, I get it. But, you have to learn the basics first of anatomy and like go online and find all the reference that you can. It's there for you. It's like an unlimited resource. Like see here, I don't think the one point perspective was used correctly. There's a lot of weird lines going on around here. And then this one sort of seems to go through one of the, so like, I mean, the 1 point perspective, it's dead easy. It's just 1 point on a horizon line, and all, like, the floor lines don't match the window lines there. So yeah, that would really help this piece a lot. Very bold, like, if the style was applied to really, really good drawing, it would be like fantastic. It would really be great, And I see, look, I see this, and I know that this is great. I think he's going to be using this individual for reference shots, which is absolutely like the right thing to do. These are great picks, so I don't want to dwell too long on them, but that's a really good, way to go. Like stuff like this, that totally looks like a McFarlane type hand, and that's like not a good thing. It's weird, man. It's weird. Like the perspective, the sort of foreshortening is off there. Like this little bump should actually be right there. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that, this is really great. I really love this. Although I can't really, this is lost. This hand thing or claw is kind of lost in the inking. Like, one of the things that really help define things that get lost in the background or whatever is a much thicker holding line around it, so that it'll pop off the background, because this is I love this. This is like absolutely fantastic. I love the detail and just the design of it. It's really, it's an awesome monster. Like great monster. I see this is again, like, he's sketching, and this is a lot closer to really a much better anatomy drawing, much better. I would put the feet out, but whatever. That's I don't know what he's going for there, so that's fine. That's a lot better to me. And this. Like that, that's interesting too. It reminds me of Bart Sears. Bart Sears used to, well, not used to, but does like way over the top, like superhero muscle things, but it was all correct. Like all the muscle groups and everything were correct. He just like over inflated them. This is a little better. The proportions are a little better. The muscle groups are a little more well defined, and I know what's going on there. It's good. So I see he's using a Pigma pen, Pigma Micron pen there, number 8. Yeah, that's a biggie. That's a big one. That's the biggest one, I think. I think using a brush pen, a Pentel pocket brush, would really help. Like this one, very much reminds me of the old Image type comic days. I guess he's trying to fit it into a circle, the shape into a circle, but like it's a little off, like musculature wise, and the hands need a little bit of work there. Now this is all constructive criticism. This will help, that's a pretty good skull. Skull's not bad. Again, reference the stuff. It's all online. There's so much stuff online that you can reference. Yeah, there's there's an example of maybe that leg's a bit too big. I think maybe if it's a superhero, it's supposed to be, and you're like yeah, Rob, it's supposed to be that big. I don't know, but yeah, like things like that will help. Like proportions help. Yeah, nice bold. Great. That's someone in a straitjacket. This is a lot nicer. This is a lot more well defined. I feel like I get the drawing right away by looking at it. I don't have to think of what I'm trying. I don't have to figure out what I'm looking at. This is a little tough to figure out. That head is, yeah, like again, the inking is detracting from the form. So that's something that needs to be really, you really have to watch that the inking doesn't distract. Like, again, it reminds me of the Image guys like Leafield and McFarlane and stuff like that, where, and the people that would copy them, it would be to the point where it looked like some of the ink lines were part of the costume design. And man, you can't, you can't do that. People are like, what, people won't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, so again, like, here's a nice, Hellboy versus It. Again, I think a better layout would work. And, really, really seeing how a punch is thrown. Like, I know what he's going for there, but it just seems a little awkward. So, like, a lot of the instincts are really good. Like a lot of the ink idea is really good. It's just a matter of getting that initial drawing down, So, and again, like I'm going to say this, I've said this a billion times about everyone, even myself, man. Being a good artist does not mean you're a good comic book artist, because being a comic book artist, you have to tell a story. You could be an amazing artist, but not know how to do comics well. Learning about sequential art and how it works is really essential. Read as many comics as possible. Try to get the rhythm down. Try to get the beats down of how to really do it. So you should be able to figure out what the story is just by looking at the story without the words. And this is a little difficult for me to know what's going on in the story. So, but lots of nice dynamic poses and again, this is a lot better. That's sort of more well defined. Also, check out Bart Sears. He's a comic book artist. His art is very similar to this. That's great. I really love that. Like, that's a great pose. Lots of really well-defined musculature and everything. The legs are great. The foreshortening there is really good in the behind the knee, and with that calf raised like that. That's good. I like that. Here's some more comic book stuff by looks of it. Again, like, great. I actually like that perspective. It's very well done. A little difficult to understand, but yeah, that's one of the things. Like, you have to make it so that really people not knowing what the story is by looking at the art. They should actually know what's going on. Yeah, because you aren't going to be there to describe it for them, and the words can only do so much. This is another, one of those ones that reminds me of like Savage Dragon or like an Image kind of thing. Got the foreshortening, that sort of Kirby bigness in the fists and everything. Jack Kirby, of course. Yeah, I know what's going on there. Yeah, it's sort of a McFarlane-ish type of thing going on there. Lots of inky lines and things. Sometimes tons of detail doesn't really help. Drawing that needs to be stronger. So, yeah, this is this is okay. I think I know what's going on there. bear monster eating pizza, or wants all the pizza to himself. Yeah. So yeah, you know what? Yeah, here's some good. There's some good character sort of designy things. Yeah. Again, I would really concentrate on life drawing, man. Life drawing, and I say that to everyone. Like, and I constantly draw from life. I use reference all the time, and it really helps. It'll help you. It'll help you get through those times where it's like, if you're at a convention or something, and some kid asks you to draw something, you can kind of fake it without the reference there, because you've got it so down in your head that you've done it so many times. And that's kind of the thing, the end game. So yeah, and and black spotting too is important. Some of this is a little confusing. It does, maybe it's not the whole page, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. But like I said, I went through years of throwing away tons of art. Not throwing away, I still have it, but I didn't think it was good enough, and I would just keep retrying over and over and over again until finally doing, oh, this is great, man. Like, if you've got this thing, oh, totally use the hell out of it. That is the best. That's awesome. Reference is key. To get poses down and stuff like that, yeah, it's absolutely necessary. Big Hellboy fan. Yeah, me too, man. Mignola all the way. Mignola all the way, man. Met Mignola once at a con. Yeah. Hellboy, man. That's where it's at. Oh, this is really nice. I like this. Yeah. That's great. I love that sort of background color craziness going on there. Not sure what's happening with the creature, but it looks kind of cool. Kind of looks like an anime type of thing, like Devilman or something. But yeah, very good start. I like this mummy guy. This is cool. Love that pose. Love the concept. That's really cool. All the stitches and stuff like that. Yeah, wicked. But yes, definitely. See, that looks very much like, he looked at someone and, like, it almost looks like Woody Harrelson. This is a portrait of Woody Harrelson. I'm like, yeah, that looks like Woody Harrelson. And it is. I did not know that until I saw it, but very good. See, again, like, when you reference something, you can tell, man. You can really tell. Oh, we've gone to the end. Well, I could have done much more, but we're at the 20, almost 3-minute mark. So I think we're good. I hope that helped. I would, these nice strokes here in that face, that's much better. I love that. That's so much stronger, using that more feathery line than just the straight dead line. And like, that is great. I love that. That's so well done. So much of an improvement. I would really stick to kind of doing that more. Nice feather lines there, nice hatch lines. That's really well done. Okay, so David, very good stuff, man. Like your work. I'm going to turn it around to say adios to you guys. Man, that was... there we go, there. That was good. A lot of work, too. Always keep drawing. Draw all the time. Fill that sketchbook, man, if you have a sketchbook. If not, use loose leaf paper. Just keep everything in a pile. Just draw as much as you possibly can. I'm going to do another artist review very soon because they're starting to pile up, man. I want to get to everybody as soon as I can. So I hope this helps. As I always say, draw from life. If you're going to do comics, man, look at tons of comics. Look at ways. Like, there's so much out there. I know, like, I'm more of a hands-on guy. So I don't read a lot about how to do stuff. I kind of do it, and by trial by error. But laying out your comic book page first as a thumbnail or whatever, as the rough layout, is absolutely key. Okay, so I'm gonna leave. But David, again, sorry, your work is really strong. It's very bold. keep on trucking, brother. I think it's very good. Just, pay attention to that life drawing, man. Okay, goodbye, everyone. I will see you again soon. Please thumbs up this video. Please read the description on how to get your portfolio critiqued if you'd like. And I will see you again very, very soon. I might do 2 of these a week. Okay, I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye for now.